Well, good evening once again. Day 38 of the Biden administration, and this first big test comes now for the president's agenda as the House of Representatives is working late into the night this evening as Friday prepares to give way to Saturday. At some point, they'll be voting. This is not it. They'll be voting on the president's nearly $2 trillion relief package. It is expected to pass, but it's going to be tight, and Democrats can spare no more than 3 votes. This relief bill includes $1,400 stimulus checks to millions of Americans, a boost in unemployment payments, billions in aid to small businesses and individual states, and money for testing and vaccinations. And tonight, more help is on the way in that fight. FDA advisory group has granted emergency authorization for Johnson & Johnson's new single-dose, one-and-done vaccine. That final approval could come as soon as tomorrow.
We're going to use every conceivable way to expand manufacturing of the vaccine, the third vaccine, to make even more rapid progress in getting shots in people's arms.
Joe Biden and the First Lady spent much of this day in Houston, parts of which remain a disaster area after the winter storm and the resulting catastrophic power grid meltdown. The visit was also a display of bipartisanship that we're not used to. Biden surveyed the damage with House Democrats from the area and with the Republican Governor Greg Abbott and Senator John Cornyn. Ted Cruz, the state's other Republican senator who jetted off to Cancun while his constituents were freezing, was in Florida this time. More on that in a moment. Biden's first trip as president following a natural disaster came just a day after his first military action as president, airstrikes that landed in Syria against sites used by Iranian-backed militia groups in response to rocket attacks on American forces.
Mr. President, what message would you send to Iran with your first military action?
You can't act with impunity. Be careful.
Some of Biden's fellow Democrats on the Hill are questioning his authority to launch the airstrikes. California Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna, a guest on this broadcast earlier this week, captured their concern with this message, and we quote, "We cannot stand up for congressional authorization before military strikes only when there is a Republican president. The administration should have sought congressional authorization here." White House today took another long-awaited step that could prove risky in attempts to set a new course for diplomacy in the Middle East. The administration released a declassified intelligence report that concluded Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, likely approved the killing of U.S.-based journalist Jamal Khashoggi in Turkey. His murder sparked worldwide outrage, particularly after the Trump administration's response was seen as an effort to cover for the Saudi prince. There's more on the Biden administration's response later in the hour. This weekend, the spotlight is on the Trump presidency and his political future, such as it is. It's all happening at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Orlando, leading up to Trump's appearance on Sunday. Those hoping to be in Trump's presence before then are making do with a 6-foot-tall golden statue we showed you last night, which is now standing in the lobby of the Hyatt Regency. As we mentioned, Ted Cruz now finds Florida preferable to all those constituent problems back home in Texas. He thrilled the crowd with something of an uncomfortably high volume and overamped lounge act.
Orlando is awesome. It's not as nice as Cancun. Let me tell you this right now, Donald J. Trump ain't going anywhere. Bernie is wearing mittens. And AOC is telling us she was murdered. In the immortal words of William Wallace, freedom!
More than a dozen Republican House members who decided to hang out in Orlando this weekend instead of staying in Washington for tonight's vote have cited the pandemic as their reason for not being there. It's a curious excuse given the fact that they're all at the Florida gathering, which is decidedly mask hostile.
Please, everyone, when you're in the ballroom, when you're seated, you should still be wearing a mask. So if everybody can go ahead, work on that. I know it's not the most fun.
You have the right. You have the right to set the own rules in your own house, and we're borrowing somebody else's house.
That's about how that went. Just yesterday, the state of Florida reported over 6,000 new cases and about 140 more deaths.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.